I just had to know. Okay, I had to know. This has been bothering me so much as I thought about it. What exactly went down with Jared last week with that emergency Saudi Arabia meeting, the Saudi meeting? Because my impression was that somehow he was the source of bad intelligence or bad information that ruined the Six Wands mob, you know, uh, Putin, Trump, Netanyahu, MBS, Un, and Xi. Their whole operations caused it to fail, and that's why Netanyahu could not establish a government. Um, this is such a huge blow to them. So, what I did first was, so I could really concentrate on this, I was laying out uh, the cards and I was doing clarifiers at the same time. And so I'll tell you where I started. So my question was, what exactly happened this week? And the signifier is the lovers. And the lovers is the card that I get for Trump and Putin. And so what is covering Jared? Because you guys, he just seems emotionally, he is so blown away by what happened last week. It feels like he's kind of dissociating, like he almost feels like he's going like out of his head, like does not want to be grounded on earth. He feels like he's ungrounding himself and just trying to escape through his head. And then here we have what's covering him trying to get to calmer waters. Because what's the big challenge is that Donald has promised Putin everything. That's the challenge. And so, what's at the root of this problem? They're having a major tower moment. Can you believe this? So, when I did the clarifiers on the tower, I had 5 wands. And I wanted to know, is that the embattlement with the Six Wands mob? And I got a yes. And then it was because of the communications they were having, 3 wands across seas. That communications was super disappointing. That's why he's having a tower moment. Jared is in trouble with Putin. He and Donald are in trouble with Putin. Can you believe this? So it crowns the reading is that Jared is just trying to keep balance. He's just really seems like he's operating on a kind of a primitive emotional level to save himself. So what happened in the past? What is it that the abandoned success? What do they have to walk away from? Well, get this. I got 5 of Swords. That's winning at all costs. I call it the agony of defeat, where they just go scorched earth with their data plans and their propaganda and just the crap that they smear in people's faces, to win everything. So I got that covered by the 10 of Cups. And sometimes this is associated with the GOP. It is not the GOP. This is the 10 of Cups, Donald Trump, Mar-a-Lago, the family dynasty. And the 9 of Coins, 9 Pentacles, this is, this is Ivanka, because I just did a thing on Ivanka. I think Donald just found out that Ivanka flipped. And I think she's flipped on them all. Oh man, I need to get that. I need to look at that again. So this is what they have to walk away from. Their strategy, with the Trump dynasty, with Ivanka, because when I wanted a clarifier on the 5 of Swords, kind of that propaganda, that information, what was that about? 7 of Cups. It was confusing. It wasn't the right thing. So then I want to know, well, what does this mean in the future? 5 Pentacles. This is Julian Assange for me. When I got, and he's like at the middle of all of the, the money, the transfers, the digital currencies and all that. So I got the clarifiers, and I got the Six of Cups, nostalgia. That's kind of a Republican GOP card as well. And I got a affirmation. That's what that is. So it's going to touch the Republican Party because of Donald. And Assange wants to retreat and just kind of lay low about all of this. They're going to lay low about that and pretend like it never happened. So how do people see Jared? Ace of Wands. This is the Facebook operations. They see Jared has just been kind of isolated as the guy with the bad information with Zuck and Facebook. The environment, look at this. 6 Wands. The 6 Wands mob. Jared is just really doing some magical thinking right now that he is magically, hopefully going to be the star, but what's to come? Totally embattled still on all fronts. So Jared just is not having a good time with it. Oh, and my clarifiers, when I turned them over for this deck, for my clarifiers, 6 Wands mob. How about it? Okay, you guys. I'm going to just keep doing my check-ins with these guys before the Gemini new moon. We got to do our Gemini new moon wishes.